Hello, World Tank Blitzers. It's Littlefinger. Happy Friday, February 4th. And yes, time for another store review. We've got a lot going on right now, so just want to recap Chinese New Year event, Dance of the Tiger for the Steyr Waffenträger here, Tier 7 Tank Destroyer, which technically you can get for free for winning a lot of battles. Going to get these gold coins for winning battles or opening these pouches here, which you can actually open for silver, making this an event that you can basically cash in any extra silver for whatever you want on this list. The second best thing, in my opinion, is the Lockbox key. You're going to get 3 of them. They're worth 300 gold each if you want to sell them, or you can use them for any Lockbox event. As we get into the store, you'll see, and we'll talk about the M60 Lockbox. We also have a gold buying event in which you get lanterns as well as gold when you buy in the store. You're going to need 5,331 lanterns in order to progress this far up and get a certificate essentially for a free tank. You choose Type 59, AMX M449, or the Centurion Mark 5-1. So some good tanks there. And of course, we're early in February, so now's the time to decide to get the battle pass or not. As we've talked about in the past, for $5, you're going to get everything on the bottom row. And you get an additional mission here, which is worth 10, or essentially 1 level. The deal with the battle pass, you got to complete your missions every day in order to progress up the scale here. For this battle pass, it is the Titan T150, a very rare tank. I am looking forward to playing this. I will certainly do a review once I unlock it. So let's jump on over to the store. Here are your battle pass options. You can get 25 additional free levels unlocked there for 20 bucks, or just the standard battle pass for $5. Now, for the exciting part, we have the VK9001P. You can buy it in a container and get a 25% drop chance of getting the tank, or else you're going to end up with 8,500 gold. Not a great conversion rate of gold to dollar. However, if we go down to the gold section here for the $25 mark, that is how much gold is currently selling for if you don't have the 2x. And here's our lanterns. So this is a good opportunity to talk about the gold, making sure if you do decide to try to get enough lanterns for one of the free tanks, that you're doing it by buying gold boxes here that have the 2 times bonus, right? So you can see here, $75, you're going to be short of that 5,300. So you're going to have to find your gold somewhere else. For me, I would come in and purchase this one as well. So we're talking $125 to get, what is that? 90,000 gold plus a free tank. So quite a big investment. I'll let you decide whether or not it is worth it. So you can buy the VK9001P straight up with camo, with an order here. Let's see what we get out of this order. Come on, let's open this up. You're going to get 5 mystery boxes. And the mystery boxes, as we dive even deeper, can contain a certificate for a tank, gold. Let's see if it gives us percentages. So 5% for a mystery certificate, premium account time percentages here, and you can get some gold out of it, but you see here, these percentages are pretty low. So most likely, if you're going to get any gold, it's going to be the 100, 200, maybe 500, but we start dropping under 1% once we get to 15, 3,000, 5,000 gold. So anyway, it's a lot of battles to win, 50 wins in 10 days. You will certainly become very good at this tank, which features very nice frontal armor. Obviously, because of the rear-mounted turret, it is a good side-scraping tank. The difficulty I find with it is making sure that you are facing all of your enemies at one time, because once you over angle this tank, the armor is not as strong as you would like. So let's move on down. Here are lockbox keys that you can buy for the current lockbox event. We still have the WZ112 TM1. This is interesting. These have not been in the store very long, but they're expiring in 4 days. Here's a WZ112 TM. I have only seen one of these on the battlefield. And let me just see here. It hits hard. Yeah, 400 average damage for a tier 8 medium tank. Let's scroll on down. We'll not really talk about the resources. There's nothing in here that's really a great deal right now, so I'm going to skip over that and talk about the rest of the tanks in the store after talking about the VK9001P. We'll be interested to see how well this will sell. Still quite high on the price there. I'm still trying to get over that. But that's what I paid for the Object 907. So, hey, I can see a lot of people buying that tank for what it's worth. The Eagle E75TS. I believe this was an event tank that was for free for a while back. Now you can get it for 8,500. Not my favorite tank. It's a little bit too slow for me, and it has a giant weak spot underneath this drive wheel here in the front. But it is a nice, heavy, going to get you good credit coefficient, 8,500 gold, tier 8, going to have the premium camo, all 9 equipment slots unlocked. It's averagely priced at this bundle here. If you just want the tank, 6,500 sounds like a better deal to me for this. I think I would be happy paying 7,500 for this bundle right here. But again, it's not a tank we've seen for sale very, very often. Here are the 3 tanks that you can choose if you buy enough gold, get those lanterns, and exchange your certificate here for one of these 3 tanks. We talked about these a good bit last week. The M4 FL10. I love this tank. Tier 7 medium tank. 3 shell active auto reloading gun. I think it's like 1 second between shots. So this thing just pumps out the damage when you really, really want it to. And it's got some good mobility. Lovely little medium tank. And I really enjoy this. And I think for 3,500 gold, it's probably the best deal in the store right now. The FV201 A45 heavy tank at tier 7, a little bit too slow for me. And the fact that it's got a high fast firing gun with low alpha damage means you got to be on target too much, and you take hit point damage in return for that. So not my favorite play style. So again, we talked about gold already. Make sure if you're buying gold, try to use the ones that still have the 2 times bonus so that you're getting better than 350, 370, 400 gold per dollar. We really want to try to stay above those numbers if we can. So you can see I've still got the $74. You can tell because this one just now says military budget. I've bought this one already. This one just says Ace Tanker. I've bought this one already. Whereas the ones at the top say 2,700 gold equals 5,400 gold, which is quite confusing because you're getting the 2 times. So this one, this one, this one, and this one for me still have the 2x. So if I'm going to buy them, I'm going to buy those. This is 500 gold per dollar here, 600 gold per dollar here. So there we go. Now, a new thing that they added this week is the esports category. We've seen the tanks in here before. These are your seasonal tournament coins, which you can now cash in for tanks or some premium time. And To me, the Type 62 is way, way, way better than the T4485. You've just got so much mobility, such an accurate gun. It plays so nice. T4485 slow to accelerate, has a little bit more armor for a medium tank. The gun is nowhere near as good as the Type 62. So I think that's why you see a little bit different here in the price point. Going to come with some 3x bonus boosters, garage slot, obviously. So great way to cash in those coins if you have them laying around. Now, this was kind of interesting because you don't see it here on this screen, but if you open it up, not only going to get 14 days of premium time, which, for someone like myself, I have way too much premium time anyway, but I can convert coins into gold here. So 50 gold boosters, going to get at a minimum 10 for each of those, so 500 gold at maximum 20. So that's between 500 and excuse me, 1,000 gold just for cashing in some of these seasonal coins. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then premium time. I always talk about it. Make sure that you are running premium time all the time so that you makes grinding so much easier, makes earning credits so much easier. And finally, let's just make sure I'm saying finally here. Yeah. The last thing I want to talk about is the Lockbox, the M60. So you're going to get 3 keys if you want out of the current Chinese New Year event. And we see different tanks coming. We've seen the VK9001P. We've seen the Tier 10 heavy AMX tank in Lockbox here. And basically, let's see what our drop chance is. 3% drop chance of getting this tank with a Lockbox key. So it's certainly not good on the percentage time, but it does give you certificates for the TS5 bad, the M60, which is what you probably want, the Super Hellcat, which is new, and the T54 E2 or Shark as we typically call it. So the amount of these is pretty low. So 10, 20, or 30 parts of the certificate. Got to collect 100 in order to get the tank itself. So, if you buy 5 to 10 keys, chances are you're probably going to end up with one of these tanks based upon certificates alone. You're going to potentially get some gold and other boosters out of it as well. So it's kind of one of these random things where you just don't know what you're going to get out of it. Yeah, but very low drop chance. So not necessarily a crate I would recommend buying, but it is quite intriguing as to the different contents inside. And of course, like I said, if we go back to one last thing here, we go back to boosters and others. I've still got 2 Lockbox keys left over. I can exchange them for 300 gold each. So that wraps up the store, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and share the content here. And of course, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.